Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today we're going to be going over the energies and the insight that is coming through for January 2026. Let's take a look at the energies the universe wants us to be aware of, to be open for and cautious of during the month of January 2026. Please take what resonates, and I hope you receive the insight, guidance, messages, and answers that you need through this reading. Guys, it has been a minute, but I'm back. I had to recover from a hectic holiday work schedule, sickness, snacks from the holidays. Yeah, I had to recover from all of that. But now that I'm more grounded and balanced, I'm ready to get back into the things of the esoteric and spiritual. Because boy, oh boy, we have started off the new year with intense violence. I will admit to that. However, it's very hopeful. I still feel very hopeful and bright for this year, for all of us. All right, collective. All right, Spirit. What do you have for the collective? We're going to be starting off with a couple of oracles to get the overall energy that is coming through for January. Let's get one more. And for those of you who have been with me for so long, thank you for your patience. You know, I really hope you had a wonderful holiday season. You took your rest. You had your holiday snacks. And you got what you wanted. All right. So, first card that we have is supernatural, inexplicable, miraculous, oddly worthy, or otherworldly. And then we have she who grants wishes, Alis, wish, desires, hope. The strong message that I got from these two cards is that you are on the verge of having your wish come true. At this point of the stage of this wish fulfillment that you wish to achieve or to receive, you are the key to making this wish come through or to come true. Spirit and your divine team have aligned all the right energies for the right time, for the right spaces, for the right moments. Definitely, they have orchestrated divine timing for you. But you're the last key or the last piece for your dream to come into fruition. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, it's a little dry in here. That's all right. I got my Evian. A lot of you, for the collective, you do possess a heavy wishing energy. So be careful what you are wishing for during the month of January. Now, don't get me wrong, it's also the first month of the new year, but we're also going to be going into the fire horse year next month in February. That's when it officially starts. So I would say this month, it's also a really great time to kind of ground and focus a little bit more on what you want to do or accomplish this year, or whatever manifestations you want to bring into life. So definitely for this month, heavy on manifesting, but knowing what to manifest. I kind of said this a couple of times in my channel before, like you got to be mindful what you are manifesting, what you are speaking out, because your words do have power. Remember last year, I was kind of talking about in a couple of my readings, like when you wish, like, I want a lot of money, what is a lot of money? Spirit does not know what a lot of money is. You got to give specific numbers. You got to tell them what you want to do with that money, how you want to receive that money. Because you don't want to receive that money, illegally, then you're going to be in trouble. You got to give the specifics. You got to give the details. You got to give your team the rundown of what you want. All right. Let's go into more detail with the Penta. right. Let me get 3 more, Spirit. But don't get me wrong. Something that told me, like, don't worry. This year, a wish is definitely coming true. But you also must be in preparation for it. All right, and one more. All right, we got a positive lineup here. Very nice. Let me just marinate on these cards for a bit. So first card we have is gift. Souvenir, promotion, delight. As I was saying before, it is a guarantee that this wish is coming true. How that's going to look for everyone, it's going to be different, and it's going to be definitely different in the way it's going to be received. For some of you, it's going to be unexpected. For some of you, you're going to know, like, maybe even moments before the wish is coming through. Or you're about to get, like, hold on. Spirit is telling me something. Spirit is saying you're also, for some of you, you're going to know instantly. For some of you, you are going to be receiving certain synchronicities or patterns that are going to give you the confirmation that the wish is near or is in fulfillment. Basically, you're going to know when this arrives. Next I have is vow. Wish, hope, worship. So with this card, for some of you, if you have been doing certain rituals like manifestation, affirmations, speaking what you want into existence, basically putting in the physical work, not just only like, speech, but also like for some of you, I'm being told, like, if you have been maintaining your altars and giving your offerings to either your ancestors or whatever deities that you're working with, continue to do so. They are pleased with this energy, especially your ancestors. Now, I am also going to say again, be careful what you're wishing for, especially when you come to specific deities. Now, depending on the wish, it has to be for a specific frequency, a specific energy. And you don't want to like manifest love in your life with a deity that's about war. Or, I mean, we do have some deities that are about war and love, like Freya, but you have to make sure you are specific. Like, I don't want to feel like love is a battlefield. Like, I just want to be easily loved for who I am and such like that. So again, going back to what I was saying, make sure that you are being specific what you are asking for and who you are asking for. Even for the ancestors, for some of you, you may have to be a little bit more specific to which ancestor you want to speak to, because there are some ancestors that are able to do certain things a little bit more easily, or is like more how can I put, experience in whatever field when they were here at this time. Like if you're looking for an ancestor that you need help when it comes to your studies, or getting into a certain school, then speak to the ancestors that have made it to certain schools or like certain universities to help, for them to help you with certain guidance and insight and clearing the path for you to be accepted. For some of you, if you need, there could be ancestors that specifically take care of like rowdy spirits. You let those ancestors know, like, those of you that were perhaps in war, or kind of were in the streets defending your block, whatever the case is, I need you to handle a certain energy that has been bothering me. They will do that for you. So again, with this vow, be careful and be mindful. Again, specifics of manifestation, and I mean, what you're manifesting and to whom you're manifesting. Next, I have is family, bond, home, background. For some of you with this card, one of the stories I'm getting here is maybe for some of you, you need to look into your ancestry a little bit more to understand where you're coming from. Maybe for some of you, like when I'm looking at this family card, you may realize that you could have been adopted, or you might be thinking like you have like an uncle, but that uncle is actually your father. So I am kind of getting with this family card here. Like if you're looking into working with ancestral magic, definitely you might want to um, look into your genetic background just to see where you came from, energies that like how can I put this, spirit? Knowing where you come from does help with your manifestation work, because then you could at least know like certain backgrounds. Like for me, I'm waiting for my results on my ancestry, but I do have a strong feeling that a good chunk of it is definitely going to be African. But I do want to know which parts of Africa my genetic is made up, so that way I can be aware of those deities and ask for certain help. Same thing, like with my mother. She has certain genetic for the Caribbean, so she's aware of like certain energies that she can work with. So I'm just kind of giving that as a suggestion. Now, the other energy that I am picking up from this family is that for some of you, I kind of understand that you are manifesting either for your family or to have a family. Now, when you do this, again, I'm going to say, be mindful how you want to manifest this family. You just don't want any type of partner. You want the right partner, the one that's going to be committed, the one that's going to be faithful, the one that's going to be loyal to you from thick and thin. They will be by your side to the end of time. You don't want to start a family with someone that, oh, I just want a family. Like it's a little bit more deeper than that. You're making a commitment not only to be with this person for the rest of their life, but you are also willing to bring life into this world with them. So make sure that when you're manifesting for a family, you are manifesting the right mindset, the right energies. And if you're like, oh, but I'm being too picky, yes, be picky about the type of family that you want and the type of lifestyle that you desire. Because if you're willing to create a family in this world, your divine team should make it accordingly. And then last I have is calm, inner peace, simplicity, meditation. It's important that, I know it's going to sound easier said than done, to be calm and relaxed during the month of January. Because when you're really thinking about manifesting or making a wish come true, you want to make sure that you're in a clear frame of mind. You don't want to have any type of distractions. You don't want to have any worries. You don't want to have, yeah, again, distractions and worries from whatever wishes that you're trying to make to come true. Give me a second. A calm state of mind is also going to be the key of your manifestations and your wishes to come through faster. Because as long as there's no energy that is buffering or disrupting your flow, your energy for coming through, it will get here quicker. Now, let's go into more detail with some tarot. Okay, that one just popped out. Very nice. All right, very nice. Very heavy cup energy we're starting with. Got 3 cups and one wands. Okay, for a lot of you, you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You could have these energies in your birth chart, or you may know someone that is a water sign. Excuse me. The fact that there are no major arcanas in the spread, I actually like that energy because, again, it's just emphasizing that this month should be a focus on what you're trying to wish for. Now, with gift, I have the Six of Wands, starting off very positive. Progress on your wish, on your manifestations, on your blessings are coming in. Don't give up hope. You are on the right path and it is on its way. Give me a second. Okay, for some of you, there are specific people that definitely want to know. Excuse me. They want to know your New Year's resolutions or goals. Don't really say much. Just be like, "Oh, I'm not quite too sure what I want to do, but I'm working on it." Don't show all your cards to them. Cuz I'm definitely picking up a little bit of sabotage energy because someone knows that you are making progress and they want to put a damper on it. So be careful. Next with Val, I have the Queen of Cups. This is a very devoted energy that I'm picking up with the Queen of Cups. Like she is spiritually and emotionally connected to her wish, to her goals, to her desires, to her manifestations. She feels her blessings, the energy of what it's like to be in the blessing, in the wish, in the manifestation. She smells it, she sees it, she feels it, she tastes it. Like maybe for some of you, you could be manifesting like going on the Amalfi Coast. You can taste the saltiness in the air. You can smell the clean, breezy, the clean, breezy air that is coming from the ocean, from the waves. You can hear the crashing of the waves, the seagulls, and the people all about. Give me one second. Like heavy visualization, but you're also using your other senses. Maybe for some of you, if you're having a little bit trouble with whatever wish or manifestation you're trying to get through, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific with your 5 senses. Like for me, like I would say one of my goals is to go back to France. So when I say go back, like I've already been there. So now as I'm manifesting, I can really like focus on like what the streets smell like, what the food tastes like, what I'm hearing when I'm walking down the blocks, stuff that I'm touching. Like, oh, I remember I went to this comic book shop over there quite years back and it was so nice. I will go back there again. I don't know the name of it, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, but yeah, you're going to have to focus a little bit more on your other senses when it comes to your manifestation or for your wishes. And with the Queen of Cups here, you can definitely ask for certain guidance or certain enhancement of those energies for that wish or manifestation to come through. Now, with family, I have the Eight of Cups here. Now, okay, for a second, I was like, Spirit, I hope you're not telling people to walk away from their family. Depends. Now, if you are someone that, like, it's a complicated situation because, like, it depends who you are and the situation. For some of you, you may have been thinking about walking away from certain family members, and I am being told that you should because they are just only going to lead you in a circle. Now, for those of you that just started a family, and you're already feeling the stress and the woes about it, I would not suggest to walk away. You just started this family. What I am going to suggest is with this family in the Eight of Cups, you need to manifest with your divine team and with your ancestors a better environment or a better outcome for the family that you just started. So, and I'm being very, very heavy and serious on this. Like, you're gonna know, take what resonates, but you're gonna know when you need to walk away from your family and when you need to just stick with them and pray and work on a better outcome, because I do see a better outcome for those of you who have started a family or might be working on building a family. Now, for some of you, again, take what resonates. If this is a family that is toxic, that is manipulative, that is dark, and just holds everyone down, you need to let go so you can realign with, it doesn't have to be by blood, but it could be a group of people that will see you and treat you like family. Excuse me. So, yeah, take what resonates. But I do see at the end of the day, your issues are going to resolve. Because with calm, I have the Ten of Cups. Great ending to finish this reading. Ten of Cups, full happiness. As you can see, we have a happy family here. There's going to be some ups and downs, but if you really are loyal and you love each other and you are committed to one another, then your Ten of Cups will always be due to you because you have committed yourself to being with one another for the rest of your lives. And you also have decided to bring life into this world. So with those promises and that commitment being made or taken and pushing through the hard times, there is going to be a rainbow. There is going to be, a peaceful, happy ending. Excuse me, hold on. Now, for some of you that is not into like manifesting family, but with this calm card and the Ten of Cups, if you're in a positive frame of mind, if you're calm and you're clear, you are aware of the chaos, but you're above the chaos, then I do see these Ten of Cups coming in quite quickly. For some of you, it might be a couple of days. For some of you, it's going to be a little bit after the Chinese New Year. So a little bit after February, I do see these Ten of Cups coming in. Also, this is a big Pisces energy because we got the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So definitely you will see a wish fulfillment done by Pisces season. But again, you must remain calm and clear in your wishes and desires. You have, again, something's telling me like be aware of the chaos, but be above the chaos. Like I said, we kind of started off the New Year's quite violent. I'm in America right now, the U.S. So if some of you are listening to this that are outside the country, you can see that we're going through the thick of it. And personally for me, like with the type of visions I've had, we haven't even really like started yet. So it's going to be some time, but it's going to be a different situation feeling for everyone. Regardless of the fact, you got to stay focused on what you want and what you desire and what you need, because the universe is here to make sure you have the best human experience that you can have. Give me a second. Something told me your ancestors were promised that you will have a better life, and they expect that promise to be kept. So, for a lot of you, if you are working with your ancestors, continue to do so. thank them, give them whatever offerings that they love, because they're like, you got to make sure that this happens in their lifetime, or else we're going to be very unhappy. Like your ancestors will make sure like they will be heard. But at the end of this, I just see a lot of positive outcomes, and I do see a lot of wishes being fulfilled, some quicker than others, but nonetheless, your wishes will come true. Now, let's wrap up this reading with some final messages from the club. And let's see what the club has to say. All right, I'm going to take this one, and let me get one more, Spirit. Okay, take a sip of water. So, first card I have is the little. This month, you're taking little steps to your wishes coming true. You know, being attentive to your altar, being more, what's the word I'm looking for? Discipline on your prayers or your affirmations, being disciplined on doing whatever physical attributes that need to be done for this wish to come true. You know, I'm being told for some of you, you trying to want to get in shape. So, make sure you have a certain workout regimen that works best for you and your energy. Excuse me. Like for me, I'm starting to do Tai Chi. Like that specifically works for my body and my energy. I would highly recommend for some of you that you're trying to figure out what kind of workout to do. There's definitely different types. It's not just only going to the gym. There's Pilates, like I said, Tai Chi. There's, what's the other one? Um, for those that like to be more intense, CrossFit. But see what's going to work for you. But aside from that, take whatever little necessary steps they will add on to the near future. And then last I have is the sword energy. Now, I'm being told with this card specifically, this is your ancestors or whatever deities that are coming in to help bring in your manifestation or your wish. They are going to try to cut down anything that stands in your way of receiving it. Or for some of you, you need to tell specific ancestors and specific deities to cut down anything that stands in your way of your wish becoming granted or your manifestation from coming true. And they will happily do so. You got some protectors that are armed and they are not afraid of swinging a sword to cutting limbs or anybody off, or energies or tethers or cords. You just have to give the command and they will do so. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insight and messages. I would truly appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my readings. I hope the readings I'm putting out, excuse me, brain is still kind of foggy. I hope the readings that I'm putting out are giving you the insights and answers and clarity that you seek. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. My collective, we're starting off, aside from my country, we're going to start off very positive, very chill for the month of January. Really focus and think about what is it that you are wishing for this new year. For some of you, if you're interested, I do have a reading for the collective that I did for all of 2026. You may want to take a look at that to probably get some ideas of like how you want to manifest or how you want to wish something into your life. But basically for this month, focus on what you desire, what you wish for, what you need, and also focus on your disciplines and your regimens So that way, that energy can flow in a little bit more easily. Going back to the family situation, for those of you that you are surrounded by toxic family members, when you can and when you are ready, of course, move away from them. And for those of you that are just starting a family or trying to start a family and you're finding it rough and you want to give up, don't, because you will overcome these hurdles and you and your family will have a very happy, fulfilling life. So don't give up. But yeah, I do feel very promised that January is going to start off great for a lot of people. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.